Hello, happy Thursday, and welcome to your Thursday night weekly live divine energy flow session and a little bit of a talk from me. So, first, I just want to say a couple things. I'm pretty sure that I'm live on my YouTube channel as well as the Call to Awakening page on Facebook. So if you're watching from YouTube, please join our Call to Awakening family. It is an amazing Facebook page, Facebook group, community, soul family. And if you enjoy this content, then you'll enjoy the content on the Facebook page. And if you're joining from the Facebook group, then please consider joining or subscribing to my YouTube channel, as well as the Call to Awakening YouTube channel. For more content, more videos about spirituality and all kinds of stuff. So, hello. I'm going to just breathe a couple times because I've had kind of like a crazy last like 20 minutes. So, I had to get my cat out the room. Disaster. He's like cray-cray. So, and he messes with my other cat, which is sleeping nicely on the bed. So I had to chase him and get him out the room. So I'm so glad to be here tonight. And thank you for joining. If you are here now during the live video, or if you are watching this in a week or a year or whenever from now, when it comes to the energy work, you will still get it. Energy does not know time and space, so doesn't matter when you watch this, as long as you allow it, and as long as you allow and you stay present, you will receive the transmission. So, all right, our weekly topic. Our topic today is very important. It's how to, or how living unconsciously disconnects you from source or from the universe or from God, or whichever term you would like to use for that divine source of energy that we are all a part of. Okay, so I'll start like this. If you hear the cat, I apologize. He's going to be at the door and he's going to be like making noises and meowing here and there, and that's okay. So living consciously versus living unconsciously. So let's just talk about, first of all, like what that really means. So when we're born, okay, we are given a name, we're given a family, we're given a whole bunch of labels and told who we are from other people, and we are sort of programmed, not like anyone meant to program us, not our parents, of course, but it just happens during life. And the more you go through life, the more you start living a life sort of robotically. And unconscious, being not aware of the roboticness. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know how you can get in your car and drive to someone's house and you almost don't even know how you got there. Like it's such a, everything's a habit. Okay, so most people, and it's okay to be living like this. If you're living like this, it's okay. And I will just kind of tell you a different way that you can live as well, and you can choose. But most people go through life literally experiencing emotions and experiencing life, emotions that come from thoughts, that come from beliefs, belief systems. And when we live like that, excuse the sirens, I live next to a police station. So when we live like that, it's not even us. It's just like the program is running, right? It's not our true selves. It's not. There's never a time where, like, for the longest time, where where until you become conscious and you actually work to become conscious. There's really never a time where you're not allowing your thoughts to kind of run you, and your emotions to run you, right? So I did write a couple of things down, just to. I love the notes on my phone. Yeah. So think about it like this: if something happened to you and all of a sudden you got amnesia, okay, you think that would be bad, but really think about what that would do. You wouldn't know who you are, who your identity is anyway. You wouldn't know what things are. Just think if you didn't know what a crystal is, right? And you just look at this thing and you're like, wow, this is amazing. Like what, but you don't give it a name, right? All the things, once you give something a label, it loses the beauty of it. It's like it's just a crystal now. And that's kind of like what happens with life. We go through our days. Most people, their entire lives, go through their days literally in an unconscious state, kind of like in a hypnosis state, where you wake up, you do the exact same thing every day. You go get coffee with the same cup, and a lot of people do that. I do that. I don't drink coffee with the same cup, but whatever. We have to start changing our routines. It's just habits. We're such habit-minded people, as humans. That's one of the ways to break through that unconscious living, is through just doing things that are different. Make a YouTube video, make a Facebook video. If it's something that you've never done, even though you're scared, just do it. It'll snap you out of that habitual rut. Even if we don't think we're in a rut, it's a rut if you're not conscious. All right. So what this does to you, what this does to us, is it disconnects us from who we are. Who we are is spirit. Spirit just expressing itself through the body, right? So it disconnects us from who we really are, which disconnects us from God. Okay, there goes the cat. He's meowing. That's okay. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I get all these. Yeah, think of it like through the eyes of a child. Children are sponges, and but they don't have anything to work. All they have to work with is what we tell them. So it's like, just think of just being like a child where you don't know, you don't know anything, so you just go with the flow. That children live consciously. Children want to see things and do things and play with the bug and see the pretty butterfly and the bird in the tree, and they think all that is beautiful, which it is. They're still living through spirit, right? But once we become, the older we get, the more programs, and then the more, the more our ego tries to make us remember all these bad times and all these bad feelings and situations that may have happened. And it just kind of reminds you of the past and just keeps going along with this past thing, this past consciousness, that if you didn't have a good past, that's not good, right? If you don't think you had a good past, then it's not good. So, so you're disconnected from God unless you become conscious. So this is just a beautiful way to live. And it's I'm just reading this. Open up. So once you become consciously aware of different behaviors, different habits, then you can then you can be conscious of your thoughts. Beautiful meditation. That's the whole point of meditation, is becoming conscious of the thoughts that you're thinking on a habitual level. You're not doing it. You're not thinking it. You're not making it happen. It just is happening to us, right? Based on the beliefs that we hold, based on the systems that we hold in our mind, in our consciousness. Okay. So once we start becoming aware of everything, becoming aware of the thoughts, once you can become aware of the thoughts, you become aware of the beliefs, because that's what makes the thoughts. Once you become aware of the beliefs, then you can, and all of this is just becoming conscious. So once you get, and that's where you can do shadow work. That's where you can sort of start working on yourself, but that's also the place of becoming present in this now moment. Most people live their lives, and I did up until 3 years ago, lived my life 100% thinking about yesterday or thinking about tomorrow. Once you become able to just be in the present moment, in this moment right here, which again, I know I've said this before, is the only time that is real, is right now. Okay. So once you can connect consciously with this present moment and see the beauty in this present moment, see, in the present moment, there is no anxiety. There is no depression. There is nothing wrong ever in this present moment. Okay, so you can start living moment to moment like that as much as possible. Like I always say, we live in this world where it's going to be, there's duality, there's issues, there's crisis, there's all these things. So if you can, if you're in a situation that has you completely out of the present moment, which happens a lot, then after the situation is over, or maybe you can back away from that situation and become present, it's like magic. It's just beautiful and magical and real and truth. That's what the present moment is. It's perfection. No matter what it is that's happening, if you become present, you can make it that. So that's the first thing of being conscious, like being conscious of all those things, learning how to get present, learning how to get grounded. Grounded just meaning, doesn't necessarily mean you got to like go outside and stick your feet in the mud and do all that. All of those things are so beautiful. You don't have to do that. You can just sit here and just feel your heartbeat. Feel your body, feel inside your body. And it just grounds you. It just brings you to the present moment, right? So that's where consciousness, becoming conscious, really, really, when it starts getting to the nitty gritty, when you start really changing, and when perceptions really start to be able to, consciousness has become to where you can transmute those things, those energies, those consciousness that does not serve you no more. You can transmute that. You can let that go. It's all about letting go and surrendering to the whole of the universe, right? So the only way to truly tap into, I can't say the only way. I don't know everything. I'm just like you, I'm learning, right? The way that I can tap into God, to the universe, to everything is by first becoming present. I'll call it the 12 o'clock, right? You just, everything is, all the past and the future just is now, right? And it's perfect. So once you can do that, then you just get this automatic, basically this automatic connection to all, to everything, to the infinite field of that surrounds us, all the abundance that surrounds us, all the infinite of experiences and opportunities and all of that that surrounds us already. What we're doing is we're becoming present and we're letting all that in. Okay? My favorite way of doing this is just to, like every video I say, open your heart, right? You can tap on it. Let some of the energy out of that spot right there. That's just if you tap all right here, and look, my neck looks so red. And then you breathe out. It's an energy healing modality, not modality, but practice. So open your heart. When you're living unconsciously, you are closed off. You're closed off. You live in a box, and what you believe is what you believe, and what you think is what you think, and nothing else is going to come into your box that you don't completely agree with, right? But really, so living consciously, and you live opened up. So the best way to live that I've found is living with a heart wide open. Okay, and that's why I love to do this, and just to spread my arms and just breathe, and you can literally feel your heart open. No matter what happens during the day, I want to give you this little practice maybe, that whatever happens during the day, stay open. Just stay open. If you stay open, you stay connected. You stay connected to that field of infinite opportunities and infinite possibilities, and which is God, the mind of God. So beautiful. So you can tap into that if you're open consciously in the now moment. You can tap into that. Unconsciously, you're just running, you're like a hamster on a wheel. It's just sad. You know, it's really, I don't even know how to say it. It's just a life. To me, it's not living. To me, it's just not living. You know, I look at where I am now and where I was, 3 or 4 years ago. I was not living. Now I am. I'm living through my heart. I'm living through my soul. I'm living through the divine that surrounds us all. So, let's see if I did write down some stuff. So open your heart to the universe. Yeah. The other thing is, when you are unconscious, the ego is just completely in the drive, in the driver's seat. So the ego is, you're sort of possessed by the ego, and the ego is not bad. I'm not trying to say the ego is bad, but if you don't know how to use it right, then it can produce some unnecessarily non-positive results. I don't know how to say it. All of it's good in the long run, but if you want to live a happy life now, then this is a way of doing it. All right. So yeah, because ego doesn't open up. This ego don't do this. Yeah, only spirit does. So resistance of the now is disconnection. That is a golden nugget. Resistance of the now, whatever is happening now, if you are pushing against it, you are disconnected. Period. Disconnected from all of the things that I just said, from that infinite field, from God. Yeah, you see everything through the lens of your unconscious beliefs when you're living unconsciously. You have the glasses on. They're like, you know, I could picture them as like dark glasses because they're just, it's, you're living through the lens of unconscious beliefs that you don't even know are even there, a lot of them. But when you live consciously, you're living through the eyes of God. You're living through the eyes of source of your soul. Yeah, that's why you're connected, you know, when you're conscious and when you're in the now moment. I feel this. Okay. Another thing that I'm going to just bring up real quick. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zealand. If you have not, this book, he has a lot of books, but Reality Transurfing really started out that's really how I started my spiritual kind of journey, was reading that. And I was like, what? It is amazing. And in Reality Transurfing, they talk about pendulums, you know, how the pendulum swings. Speaking of them, I have to go get my pendulum for the energy work. So the pendulum swings from one polarity to the other. So it could be politics, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. It could be religion. It could be states, you know, what state you live in, what country you live in. You could, whatever, black, white, race, men and male, female, you know, whatever. When you have these unconscious beliefs, you get sucked in even more to the pendulum of that belief. Okay, so a pendulum in reality transurfing, I can't say the definition of it, but bottom line, what I got from it is that the pendulum is needs your energy to survive. So it needs your energy to survive. Yeah. So all this, let's just look at politics just for a moment. Democrats, Republicans, okay? The more you think about and put your energy towards that, the more it feeds that pendulum. So if you're thinking about, this is all unconscious shit. So if you're thinking about that you don't want so-and-so to win or whatever it is, then you're giving your energy to that thing that you don't like. You're giving so that's the other thing when it comes to unconscious beliefs that are just living unconsciously, whatsoever. Those are the things that you have to be aware of, that keep holding you down. It keeps you in that pendulum. It keeps you in that belief system, in that world, in that consciousness. Okay, let's see what else I got on here. Yeah. So being disconnected, living not subconsciously, unconsciously, you won't be able to feel. You won't have any other senses but the 5 senses that we typically have. Humans have a lot more than 5 senses. We just don't know how to use them. Um, I have, and I know a lot of other people that have learned how to use other senses. Feeling energy as one. Some people hear higher frequency beings or energies. There's just a lot more to it. So being disconnected, you won't have access to those higher realms. You won't have access to that higher frequency, and that's where everything flows perfectly, when you are living like that. So you won't hear guidance from your higher source, from your higher self. You won't hear the guidance that your guides are here to give you. You won't hear the guidance of your guardian angels and those things. Yeah. You'll have physical issues, maybe like anxiety and stress and all that, that most people have in this day and age, always have. Connection, however, Everything flows almost magically. When you are connected to the field, connected to your higher self, when you're connected to source, connected to the energy around you, your field, everything just flows a little bit more magically, a little easier. Your burdens are no longer actual burdens. Also, when you do this, or when you live like this, most of the burdens that we carry come from some unconscious belief. So those burdens, you can sort of, they're just not that much of a burden anymore, when you start living consciously. So anything else? Yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, I'm not able to see any comments or anything like that, but if you have any questions, I know that Michael will post them for me to be able to see, I think at the end of the video. So we will start with the live energy session now. And we call it, I think Cindy came up with the name, Divine Energy Flow, because what I do is not like Reiki or any modality that I've ever been taught. It just kind of comes from me. It flows from me. I do a clearing, and then I do a transmission of high frequency energy straight from source. All right. So all you have to do is be open. Open your heart. So right now, let's just breathe a little bit. Let's kind of bring it down. Breathe a little bit. Take some nice deep breaths. Let's let out some any frustrations or anxiety from the day. So breathe in deep and just let it out. Get really present in the moment. Just feel your body, feel your blood flowing. That's how you get present. That's how I do it. Feel your heartbeat. Breathe. Breathing will help you to become present as well. Just take a few, maybe just a couple minutes, a couple breaths, and really relax. If you're watching this for the first time and you don't know, never seen this, then it doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It really doesn't matter. You'll still get it as long as you're open to it. Just be open to it. Okay. If this resonates with you. If this does not resonate with you, then don't watch it, and don't do it. Don't do it. But this is coming from nothing but love, and from the realms of higher frequencies. Love, straight love. I'm going to do a quick cleanse of the space. I'm just going to use a sage bundle. I guess I need to do this. In the whole body. Just relax. Just getting connected. cleansing and clearing the chakras. So I'm going to start at the crown. Heart. Mm. Just feeling some heart blockages. Mm. Maybe just focus on opening up the heart. I'm going to just sit with this energy for just a moment. Just clear it. So I'm just sitting with someone's broken heart right now. Mm. It's okay. Mm. 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 Working on the solar plexus now. Just opening it up. This is your passion. This is your fire. Mm. Mm. There's some strong solar plexuses in here. It's awesome. Mm. Okay. We can move on to the sacral. Mm. Mm. And I'm going to work on the root. I'm just going to ground it, ground all the energy from all the chakras into the root and into the earth now. Mm. Mm. Completely different energy now. Beautiful. Mm. Mm. So much energy right now. It's just shaking. It's good. Mhm. It's a lot of good. Look at this, how beautiful. The heart energy in this space is wow, beautiful. Some strong third eyes. Strong upper chakras here. Just getting ready for the transmission. Open your heart, open your mind. Just allow this beautiful energy to just envelop all of you. Mm. Mm. Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. I just hold my hand here just to make sure it's steady. This is good. This is good. So I'm just checking the energy field around each couple of chakras. Yeah, all is good. Ooh, so you can start kind of coming back. You can start coming back. Sorry. All right. So, okay. So I have a couple of questions. Feel free to post some questions. I'll stay on here for a few more minutes and answer them. I have to kind of, after I do the session, I have to kind of get back into my own body as well. So bear with me. I'm getting there. Okay. So why during the transmission would my left shoulder blade start tingling? It could just be anything. It's just the energy that's coming in you during the transmission. Yeah, you're just feeling it. Most likely that's what it is. Sometimes I'll feel tingling all over my body when I'm getting an energy session from someone else, you know, because I've done this too. I've been on the other side as well. So yeah, that's normal. That's just the energy coming in. And does your pendulum answer yes or no questions? Yeah. Basically, it answers more than that. It's more of an intuitive knowing of what it's trying to say. Like at the beginning, where it was just shaking, it just means there's a lot of energy. It doesn't mean good energy or bad energy. It's just a lot. Or it could mean there's a lot of spirits around. It depends on where you're at, what you're using it for. But yeah, definitely answers yes or no. Like at the end, when it was this is clockwise to me, counterclockwise to you. So that would clockwise means yes, counterclockwise means no. The shaking of it is just energy, a lot of energy. So that's what it was at first, and then at the end, all of it was yes. You're clear. You're clear. You're clear. You're clear. So I'm not really sure how to find the questions. I guess I could. Let's see. So I want to answer these questions. So let's see if I can't get on here. What was the title of the book you mentioned? Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Michael, for doing that. Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. Yeah, the book will change your life. It will change everything, your whole perception of reality creation, for sure. It's like law of attraction times everything else that law of attraction doesn't teach you. Pendulums. There's so many aspects to the energetic world. It's not just, yes, you get what you put out, but there's so many factors in all of it. And reality transurfing explains to you all the different aspects of it, so you can clean up energy around pendulums and around different beliefs and things like that. So let's see. Okay. Oh, my stepmother, Nita. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love that. The title of the book. Okay. So yeah, I'm just on here looking. All right. There's also the same author, Vadim Zeland. It's Vadim Zealand. He also has Tufti the Priestess, which I read that first. This is all on, like, you can YouTube the book. The book is on YouTube, the whole book, read. But I would read the book. I mean, I would listen to the book maybe and then buy it. It's so worth buying it so you can, really get into it and really, I like to do all my little highlighting and all that kind of stuff in books like that. And then when you're putting forth positivity in any form to help another, but their negativity is dragging on you, is there a tip for how to keep on, but avoiding the sticky, dense energy? So you're putting forth positivity in any form to help another, but their negative energy is dragging you in. Okay. Well, what I would say in that case is to disconnect. If you're an empath, then you may not be able to avoid the sticky, dense energy, but you can clear it from yourself by just saying, let it be cleared now, and it will be cleared like that. But yeah, do not attach to if you have a family member, let's say, that just doesn't get it, and that's okay. That's just where they are. You're no better than them. They're no better than you. This is, I'm not saying this is spirituality in our sense is better than any other spirituality. None of that is true. Everybody is on their own path and on their own journey. And so if you look at the person that's putting off that negative energy, just detach from needing them to act in a certain way, or just detach from their vibe. Just detach from the whole thing and allow them to be how they are. Allow them to just be how they are in that moment. And then if the energy gets on you, then you can just command it away. Are you ever concerned about residual energy when dealing with others? No. Residual energy, no. I've learned how to, just in deep meditation, I will, you can do so many different things. There's so many different things to, put a shield around you and all those kind of things. And what I do, when I meditate every day, or sometimes in the middle of the day, if I'm just like really feeling the energy from the people that I'm having to talk to during my work, I will just sit and breathe and get present, and and imagine. Remember, your imagination is your magic. It's your reality. Okay, it's just in a different form, in a different energetic form. So I would just imagine my entire body filled with light. So it would come in through the crown and fill every little piece of my body, right? And then all of a sudden it just comes out. It just, your whole body just, the white, the light, the high frequency vibration just starts to come out of your body into your field, and it just transmutes anything that is there into the light. And this is just you saying that it does. You know, you don't have to be like specially trained or anything. It listens to your words. It listens to your thoughts. It listens to your imagination. What you imagine is real. Just sometimes we can't see it. It's in a different vibration. So it's real. We just can't see it sometimes. So whatever you imagine in your mind is happening. So you just let the energy come out of you, let it just get all in your energy field. And every morning I do this to the entire house. I'm sitting in my room, I'm meditating, and I'm letting the white light get all over in my room. And it's coming straight from the source of the light, right? Coming straight from source into me, source of the light. And then it's permeating out, it's just out of me, going to all the other rooms in the house, and transmuting any negative energy. So, or just low vibrational energy. I hate to say negative, but because it is what it is. We have both. That's just life. So that's just something that you can practice here and there. What physical activities can you do to build your energy healing for others? Knowing that you can. It's all in the mind. It's all it's all in the connection, and the connection comes from imagination. It all comes from your imagination. So if you're trying to heal another, first you have to be present. You have to get connected. You can sort of feel your crown breathing a bit. You'll feel it kind of doing something, and you'll feel the energy just come in and come all the way down. You root it, you ground it, you anchor the light in through you, and it becomes a channel. So I guess meditation would help that, and a lot of just visualization. Visualize it happening, feeling it happening. You'll feel it. You'll feel it all happening, and then you can just give it to people. You can just give it to. You can just send it to whoever you want. You can send it to somebody, to your mom that lives around, in some other state. You can, without her even knowing. Now, if you do energy work on someone, you want them to be able to know about it. You want them to get present, but you can send love wherever you want. You can send energy to the people in Texas last week that we talked about. You can just send healing and love to anywhere. I mean, I have a practice where I bring my awareness out of my body, go above the earth where I'm looking down, and you can shine light and love on the entire planet. So it really is all in your imagination is absolute magic, and it's the magic of source. This is source. Your imagination is is God. It's magic. It's crazy. It's really beautiful once you get it. When does sending energy, when they didn't ask, infringe on free will? I mean, if you're sending positive, high vibe energy, I mean, it's not like it can be bad, but I would ask permission. I would ask permission if I'm doing it with to a actual person, um, that and focusing on a person. I always will ask, listen, I see you're going through a hard time. I really want to help you. Do you mind if I do some energy work on you here and there in the mornings? While I meditate, I'll just send you some love, send you some high frequency, vibrations. They always will say yes. Like no one's going to be like, no, don't do that. So yeah, always have the best intentions for the person in mind. Of course, this is like, I mean, it's almost like white and dark magic. Don't send any bad vibes to anyone. No, you're sending it to yourself when you do that. So yeah, very cool. I loved all the questions. Um, If you'd like, you can put in the comments what you'd like me to talk about next week. I'll talk about just a little something every week. And so put in the comments what you'd like to know, or for me to expound on something that I've already talked about. But it looks like does it take multiple sessions for some people to heal? It depends. It depends on what you're doing. Like if you're trying to heal an actual issue in the body, yeah, sure. It depends on how open you are. It depends on because the person plays a role in it as well. You have to be open. You have to have that heart open. You don't necessarily have to like believe in it, but you do have to be a participant. A participant. And some people, depending on what the issues are, if it's something in the physical body, then yeah, it'll take um, energy work as well as a lot of visualization on that person being healed. So it's kind of like um, you look at that person in the perfection that they are, not in the unhealed, sick way. As an energy worker, you would look at that person as being 100% perfectly healed, and that's a lot of the energy work for people that are sick, or people that think they're sick, people that have a label and they just believe the label is what they are. Depression, anxiety, yada yada. The list is so long. Once you get it's kind of off subject, but once you get labeled something, then you're just gonna keep having that. You're just gonna it's just once you think that's what you have, then it's just gonna keep showing up. Thank you for the comment. Thank you. Um, Let me go back to that multiple sessions for some people to heal. Also, emotionally, if there's a lot of trauma, emotions are a bitch. Trauma is a bitch to heal, to clear sometimes. And so sometimes it'll take some more of like a one-on-one sessions. If it's really serious, if it's general everyday stuff, then group sessions are fine. They're perfect. But sometimes just all depends on what the situation is. So I will say good night for tonight, and I will see y'all next Thursday. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for trusting me. And just thank you for sending you lots of love. Yeah. Thank you.